Yokoso, Japanese Quest to it. Welcome to Japanese Quest. Today the journey continues. Today we will continue to learn Japanese from Japanese games. The words you see at the bottom are the words we learned so far on Japanese Quest. Today we will learn some more. You can see the new words here. The last word we learned right here, mofu mofu, means like soft to the touch, fluffy. Let's make those words go up today. Anyone can add new words. We kind of learn together as a community. And let's go. Also, this word, by the way, means Yokoso, welcome. So welcome to Japanese Quest. I'm a Japanese teacher. My name is Akira Sensei. And it is time to continue. Last time we drew the kanji for waterfall here on this waterfall, so we ended there. And that's where we'll start up now. Akira Kira, Ohio. NX, JPG, Christian, Tebi, Tim, Music, Yokoso, Japanese Quest, welcome. Let's go. So we have one party member in the game right now because we just fell off this cliff, I think. Hold up. Sugoi ne. Quite a distance. So let's remind ourselves what we're doing. Usually we look at this Boken guide because it's really concise, but you can also in this game talk to your party members. Let's do that. Okay, so we can see her name's different than in the English version. Her name is Jade. Maybe because she wears green a lot. That was a pretty good name in the English version. But her name in this version, you can see, is Martina. In katakana, Marutina. So, so she's talking about us. Kimi, you. Taskeraite yokatta. So I'm glad you were saved. Moshi, if. Mata kimi o miyushinatte shimattara. So if I lost you again. Mata is again. Ereno wa sama ni moshiwake ga tatanai mono. So yeah, I wouldn't be able to face your mother again. So basically she saved us again because she's in debt to our mother who saved her, who was our mother was the queen. Sa. Here we have General Greg again who's chasing us. I think they changed him to Hendrik in the English version. Kind of some big changes for names, but I think it kind of works for the localization. What do you think of the names? Hendrik versus Greg, Jade versus Martina, Hiro versus Yusha. I guess there's no name for the main character. And so Greg ga otte kuru mae ni. So before he comes and chases us, we got a new party member. Yokoso. Rou-sama tachi to gouryu shinakute wa. So we must meet up again with everyone else. Another new party member. Overcapacity. We got these new party members here joining us to kind of chill by this waterfall, so welcome. Anyone else who wants to join? I'm a Japanese teacher. What we do here, we learn Japanese from Japanese games. Why? Because it's one of the best ways to learn Japanese. You can learn Japanese in context. This person's standing on our map right now. So, yeah. It's just a place to chill, relax, join the community. Have fun, learn some Japanese. That makes it more fun. That's what we do. So Overcapacity says, first time sitting in a stream, I really liked the circling and explanation. Yeah, I started to realize that sometimes circling works better than underlining. Because if you do an underline, this whole thing is kind of a work in progress. If you do an underline, you're not quite sure what that is underlining sometimes. Like if you underline this, is it above or below? But if you circle, it really emphasizes that word and you can delete it right away. So it calls everyone's eye, to that. So we're going back to this castle ruins. That's where we're going. And it's called two kanji, Jo Ato. Jo is castle, Ato is ruins. So that is where we're going. And you'll see I'm a Japanese teacher, so I write a lot on the screen. Sometimes to really emphasize something, a circle's not enough. You need to keep making lines until you can't even undo anymore. No, not really. Not that much, but a little bit more. So Tebby says I like the name Martina better for this character. What do you think of Jade? Yeah, I think Jade's actually pretty good. Sometimes I'm not sure about some of the name changes, but I feel like Jade's a pretty good one for her. What do you think about Jade? Do you like Jade or Martina? I like Martina too. I'm not sure which I like better. I feel like I'm pretty even on those. Jade, I feel like, is a pretty good one though, if they have to change it. So Over says, I've been playing Animal Crossing in Japanese. Yeah, really good practice. I have that too. We might stream it sometime. Getting used to reading it a lot really helps. Yeah, that would be good because the game is so long, it has so much text, that you would really just get used to reading, which is really the key. It's really anything you do every day, no matter what it is, really, you just get used to it. So it's really just about doing that with Japanese. Ooh, we got a new word already. Let's show off our level up screen for anyone new. Yeah, that's a good question by JPG, actually. So the kanji for foot is red plus foot. Yeah, I'm not sure of the story behind it, but I had my own story for that when I used the remembering the kanji system, I remember. And I kind of imagined, you know, in a video game, sometimes there's a tracking feature, and you can have footprints, and sometimes they're marked red or something. At least in Xenoblade 2 they did this. You can kind of imagine these red footprints, these red aftermarks. That's kind of the way I imagined it. So yeah, I recommend making stories for kanji. It can really help to remember them. And eventually that story might fall away. I don't really use this story now, but you reminded me of it. Sometimes making a story like that can help. The text is also simple enough in Animal Crossing. Yeah, that would help a lot. Plus they have Furigana, right? Okay, let's go to our power-up screen. We got a new word, because we are now going to try to find the rest of our party members. So we saw this word in the game. To come together. It can be like a conflux, a confluence of rivers. It can be like a merging of traffic. And it's a suru verb usually. So goryu suru. Goryu. Good word. So power level is now 2513. Look at the bottom right. We learned one word. Power level goes up.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Scouter says power level went up. Let's go. So yeah, I think we're going back here. So let's do that. And we probably don't want to fight too much, just the two of us. We want a full party.
Yeah.
Nigero! I remember these guys from Dragon Quest 1. They look a bit burlier now. Oh. Nice view in this game, so that's where we're going. The ruins. Ine. Sa. Ikimashou. Nani?
Here. Hmm.
やはりな、あのようなことで死ぬとは思わなかったぞ、悪魔の子よ。
You'll notice yahari or yappari is something you hear in Japanese all the time. Kind of means like as expected, but it's said way more than anyone would ever say as expected or something like that in English. And it gives you the sense that in Japanese or in Japan, everyone always knows everything, saying yahari, yappari. I was watching a Detective Conan recently. Characters are always saying yappari, yahari. I knew the death would be this person, or I knew the murderer would be this person, or I knew this and that and this. But yeah, so you don't always have to translate it directly. For a translation, I'm guessing for like a localization, often you might just leave it out because it would be overly wordy. But in Japanese, it's a feature you often see. So yahari. So as expected, you wouldn't die so easily. And welcome. Yeah, Detective Conan's good because it's so long, kind of like Animal Crossing. You just get so much repetition of the same words. It starts to become very familiar. And yeah, it's just kind of a fun and chill show, hopefully like this stream can kind of be. So yeah, ano yo na koto de, so in that way, shinu to wa omonakatta. I did not think you would die like that. Akuma no koyo. So you, the devil child, the dark spawn, I think, in the English version. Greg. It's kind of funny to me that his name is Greg. His name is just Greg in the in the Japanese version. Whereas it's Hendrik in the other one. Welcome. Yokozo.
あの忌まわしき日より16年。姫様ご健在なりしはこのグレイグ妨害の喜び。
So it's been 16 years since that fateful day. And I can't believe I'm so happy that you were the princess. You are still safe because he thought that she died. Yeah, exactly, Greg. Just seems like a name that's not exactly as intimidating and fantasy-like as they were hoping for in the English version, so they changed it to Hendrik. I can get that change. Martina, they probably could have kept, but Jade, I think, is good too.
しかし、何故悪魔の子をかばい立てなさるのです。姫様であっても使命を邪魔なさるなら、切らねばなりませぬ。
But even if you are the princess, if you're protecting the Darkspawn, even if it's the princess, so this is kind of the key word for this character. Shume. So it's an order from his king, from his master, and if you get in the way of those orders, I must cut you down.
Greg 将軍、あなたの立場はわかります。ですが私たちにもやるべきことがある。
Yeah, I do think it's interesting to look at the localization just to kind of be aware of some of it. A lot of times we just look at just the pure Japanese because we might not know all the localization, but I did play this one in English, so it's interesting to reference and see some of those changes. So General Greg. So here's a keyword here. Tachiba. So your situation. Literally, if you look at the kanji, so tachi to stand, ba, place. So the place where you're standing, your situation. You can see Hendrik here, you can see General Greg. I understand where you're coming from. I understand you have orders from your king. Deska, but, ga, meaning but. Watashi tachi ni wo yaru beki koto ga aru. But we have things too that we must do. So yaru, to do. Beki, must. Here's a good mnemonic. No, that's too stupid a mnemonic. I was gonna make some kind of play on words on like the name Becky and learning Becky. Let's not do that. Let's not bring that into the world. Yaru beki koto ga aru. We have things we must do.
どうか私たちを見逃してはくれませんか?
So could you please let us by, let us escape. So yeah, minogasu, verb, kind of to overlook, let us get by. Yeah, that sounds good too for tachiba. Ooh, nice, new word too. Excellent, I thought we might have learned that already, but no. So tachiba, standpoint, position, point of view. And look at our power level. Power level is now going up to 2514. Yosh,強くなったね. Ooh, we got another one too. We got some high-level party members today leveling us up with all these words. I can't speak English, but that's okay because we can learn Japanese still. So minogasu. The definition is to miss, to overlook, to fail to notice, to let pass. So I think kind of for us, it's to let pass, more or less. So power level is now 25-15. Look at the bottom right as we all get more powerful here on Japanese Quest. And I can hear a dragon was also summoned. Sugoi. Substravu. Arigato. Thank you very much for the dragon. It can increase our hype here for learning Japanese here on Twitch. Let's go. It also funds Japanese Quest, which is good.
姫様、我が主君はデルカダール王のみ。主君の命令が何よりも優先されるのです。
So again, you can see that he still respects the princess because you can see sama. That's for people you respect. So hime-sama, princess. So my master, the king, my only master is the king of this country here, Deru Kadaru. And his orders, the king's orders, nani yorimo yusen sareru. So I must prioritize his orders above all else. So nani yori means more than anything else, and then here's the keyword, yusen suru. It's in the passive form, sareru, but yusen, to prioritize. So the king's orders, those are the ones I must prioritize. That's a good word, and if we haven't learned it, let's add it, but I think we have. Elmo. Welcome, Elmo. We now have Elmo in our party. Yokozo, Japanese Quest. By the way, anyone just joining, really, we haven't learned that. Just to make sure, I'm going to check our formatting to see if everything's all right, because sometimes the formatting goes a little strange, and if you look at the formatting, under conditional formatting, here we go. So here's the rule, here's the range. Is the range correct? The range looks a little funky, but it looks like it's probably pretty much okay. So we should just have one, and it should go to like all the way up to 2999 at least. But yeah, that should be fine. So this should not be a duplicate. Good. If it is duplicate, it will come up green. So we're looking good. You can say done. And get rid of that. And let's go back to the game.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Scouter says power level is rising. And we've just learned that new word. Yusensuru, to prioritize something. Because he prioritizes his king's orders above all else. Maybe if only he knew the truth. So power level is now 25-16. Let's make that go up. Look at the bottom right. Power level on Japanese Quest is going up. How did you make this Excel spreadsheet? That's a big question. It's not Excel. It's Google's sheet. It's a Google sheet, and it's just adding words using the Rikai-kun Google Chrome plugin to find duplicates using some conditional formatting. Yeah, it's a Google sheet, so I'm not totally sure what you mean by that question. But Callie, konnichiwa. Ooh, Callie and Kanji, is that possibly a new name, or is that a new person altogether? Ohayou gozaimasu.
そう、相変わらずね、グレイグ。あなたの忠誠心の強さは誰よりも知ってるわ。きっと話しても分かってくれないわね。
22 o'clock, welcome. So, ai kawarazu ne. So, as always, you just listen to your king. So, anata no chūseishin. So, your loyalty. Dare yorimo shitteru. So, I know more than anyone your loyalty. So, kitto hanashite mo wakatte kurenai wa ne. So, you will, yeah, even if we tell you, you will not understand. Yeah, Callie and Kanji says new name. I used to be Callie Mostly Paints, but on my channel, I wasn't painting. And so now you did the channel where you're learning Japanese now, right? Just want to confirm that, because if that's true, yeah, people should check out Kali and Kanji, another channel for learning Japanese. So yeah, check out, I saw your first stream a couple days ago and marked it on the Discord. So yeah, check out Kali and Kanji, great channel. I believe you were playing Harvest Moon in Japanese on 64, Nintendo 64. So yeah, check out Kali and Kanji. Click on their name, follow, very useful follow, because they're kind of more in the position of as a Japanese learner. So in a way, sometimes that can be better for learning Japanese than from me, a Japanese teacher, because they might speak to you in the way that makes more sense because they're going through kind of the same thing you might be learning. So check them out, click on their name, follow them. Let's bring some more hype to Japanese learning on Twitch. If I had like a shout out command, I'd do it. I should probably find one of those. I tried to do a shout out command once, but I failed. I'm not good at that technical stuff very much, usually. Let's go.
それなら
By the way, Kali and Kanji also writes on the screen. I saw mostly with a red pen. I really liked how you circled words as well. They also have some words on the screen here. Maybe you could even add a thing where people can write on there. I don't know. I guess that's kind of distracting sometimes. But it's kind of helped Japanese Quest to make it editable by the community. It kind of adds like a community shared activity. I found that I think has been helpful recently. And also they have Jishok comes up sometimes on the screen, so they can bring up a dictionary on screen, much like what we do. So yeah, cool channel to check out. Kali and Kanji. They also have a cute character they drew on the screen that talks, which I do not know how to do.
Yeah.
すごい。
驚きました。なかなかのお手前ですぞ。16年前はただのおてんば姫であられたが、相当な修羅場をくぐり抜けたようですな。
So I am surprised. 驚きました。So you are quite skilled now. 16 years ago, you were just a tomboy princess. You must have really gone through some serious battle scenes to be where you are now.
ふざけないで。戦いの最中に相手を褒めるなんて余裕のつもり？
And yeah, again, so sounds interesting says words. Christian says looking forward to watching your streams. Yeah, definitely check out Kali, because in terms of some of the features that we have on Japanese Quest, it's perhaps one of the most similar channels that I've seen in kind of borrowing some of these. And if you've borrowed some of these things, great. Like, by all means, other learners, you can copy what we do here. We want to spread learning Japanese on Twitch. So yeah, all you gotta do, make a Google Sheet, use the OBS to kind of cut off some parts, add something there. People can edit it if you want to. You can do it by yourself if you want to. Yeah, Kelly and Kanji said definitely borrowed from you 100%. If you want to write on screen, that's easy. All you gotta do is bring up some kind of drawing application, and then just using the OBS, like green screen, or I think it's called like, I don't even know, because it's been a while. Some kind of filter. You can green screen out everything else. You can just have the yellow or the red color. It's easy. So I'm just writing on, all I'm doing is writing on Windows Paint right now. That's all I'm doing. It's easy. This thing, don't even do it. It took me too long. Don't do it. I just wrote all these on a transparency, and it's a slideshow. I don't recommend it. It's good for our channel. It's our unique thing, but it took me hours and hours to make. Kind of a waste of time. If you want chat, that's pretty easy. Just use like, what was it? I don't know, one of the stream elements, something or other. So yeah, by all means, copy some of these elements and show yourself learning Japanese. I will host you. Let's kind of start a movement. We can just, for fun, chill with people, build a community, learn words together as teachers, as learners, and yeah, level up in the game, level up in Japanese. It's fun. So, she's saying stop messing around. In the middle of a battle, what? You're complimenting me? Homeru, to compliment? That could be a new word we add. So yeah, Saichu during the battle. You're gonna compliment me during the battle? So, Yoyu no Tsumori, you're acting like you're that much above me that you can just compliment me during battle? Blurred, Ohio. So Kelly says, I use paint and a green screen on OBS. Yeah, nice. And Musical Memoir says, would love to try something like this one day, but it won't be soon. Yeah, no, it's no rush. It's just some people out there could give it a try. Word says the bar at the bottom is really impressive when you first join the channel, by the way. Arigato. Glad you like it. Yeah, I feel like for a lot of people it's probably like too much on the screen. But I always kind of thought for something different, getting some foundational vocab, both for this stream, for games, and for Japanese might be kind of cool. So we've stuck with it. Right now what we have is the first 900 words we learn a Japanese quest cycle. So the first 900, and then eventually the goal is to get to 9,000. But we just have the first 900, and they will loop. Because you kind of want this foundation first. So I kind of decided 900, that's enough. It took me probably 20 hours to write all those. That's enough. I don't need 200 hours to do all 9,000. It might be better without Romaji. I disagree. And in general, I kind of agree with you. I don't like Romaji. However, I want even total noobs who know nothing at all to be able to read this and see the Japanese. And I mean, like, in the game, they can see there's no Romaji. Up here, there's no Romaji. So people will get the hint. Yeah, learn hiragana. But for here, I want... Like, people who know zero can read chi. Almost everyone can. So it's lowering the bar. This channel's about lowering the bar. On my Twitch channel, on my Twitter channel, you'll notice I don't use Romaji. So, like, I'm with you. Like, learn hiragana, don't get me wrong. But there is a place in the world for Romaji once in a while, I feel. Like, meet people where they are. The reality is, a lot of people where they are, they don't know hiragana yet. So there is a place in the world for Romaji too, in my humble opinion. So yeah, Natural said you agree. Just join the Romaji couple with me. Yeah, I feel like as a starting point, it can be helpful. The hope is people can see just one word, learn one word. Yama, if you learn it because of Romaji, great. Sorry to cut you off, General Greg. So what are you saying? So you're talking again about the princess. So yeah, no, that's what you're doing. You are kind of looking down on me. Yeah, if you're gonna protect the devil child, that's just ridiculous to think that you can beat me while still protecting the devil child. You still really think that you can deal with my sword?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. I'm glad everyone likes the bar at the bottom. I don't usually think about it too much, but it's good to see some reviews on it. I love the bar at the bottom. My first time here. Japanese was my minor. Ah, very cool. Japanese was going to be my minor in college, but then I was in third year Japanese, and I was like, too much homework, dropped it. Should have done it, though. Oh well. But then the funny thing is I became a Japanese teacher anyway, and now I know way more than I would have known if in Japanese 3, obviously. I like to see the bar, too. Reminds me how many words I know each stream. Cool. I am SCH. I like the bar a lot. Appreciate it. Yeah. But at the same time, the person who mentioned the, maybe not needing the Romaji. Yeah, I'm not, like, criticizing that viewpoint in any way. Like, you have a point. If it was just that there, that could be good too. And someone else can do a stream, and if you want to do that, that's fine. But when I made these, I kind of wanted to just, if you have just this, like, think about how many people in the world can read this without the Romaji. Maybe 200 million people in the world, let's say. The people who know Japanese plus the people who can read hiragana. Let's say 200 million. That's just an estimate. But how about if you have the Romaji there? How many people can read it, do you think? You're probably more like 3 billion, don't you think? I'm guessing you're more closer to 3 billion with the Romaji. So it's just kind of increasing the circle. You got 2 million, or you could have 3 billion. We're going for the 3 billion, and we're going to teach them all Japanese. That's what we're going for. We're going for 3 billion Japanese words learned today throughout the world. So yeah, spread the word. Let's find those 3 billion. Ohagazaimasu. Ooh, he's remembering. Ah, he remembers the Hime-sama from when she was young. Did you see that? Ine.
今なら
Ah. Suki got.
乗って
Ooh, if kanji's the only area you're still struggling, you're doing pretty well over, because there's a lot of challenges in Japanese. I still struggle with Japanese names. I definitely struggle with like Japanese onomatopoeia, and I'm a Japanese teacher. So yeah, there's a lot of challenges in Japanese. Yeah, exactly, Kelly, just like we saw before. Sukiyari. He had an opening. Notte, so get on. Noru, to ride. And then if you put it in te form, it makes it a command. So, notte, so please get on, ride. By the way, again, my name is Akira. I'm a Japanese teacher. But that's the Japanese name I picked when we were in a Japanese class back in the day. I think these days, usually, people don't pick Japanese names quite as much. But back in the day, it was pretty common to pick a Japanese name. So my name is Akira. So be careful not to be thrown down. Oh, we took his horse too? Nice. I like it. Yatta ze.
マルティナ姫、あなたは一体
Princess Martina. So what in the world is happening with you? We see this a lot in this game. Ittai. What in the world is going on? So yeah, poor Greg, or Hendrik in the English version. So Kelly says, when I took Spanish in high school, we picked Spanish names, not in college. Yeah, it might be a similar thing. That's true for me in college. Didn't pick names there, but in high school I did. And yeah, I agree with this too. I'd say weaning yourself off Romaji is one of the most beneficial steps in learning to read and getting better and faster at kana. Yeah, so I don't want to, like, don't get me wrong. I completely agree. So first step, learn hiragana, do away with Romaji. But for someone here for the first time, if this Romaji helps you, that's what it's here for. But then immediately, if you're serious about Japanese, step 1, learn hiragana. Because that's how you really start to read Japanese. And really, it's kind of the first kind of barrier for learning Japanese. And it really shows who is serious about learning Japanese and who is not. If you can get over that hiragana barrier, you're on your way. That's the first step. Because it's 46 characters. You can learn them in a day, a week, depending how much time you put into it. You can just Google a game to kind of learn them, some kind of flashcard game. You can learn them pretty easily in a week if you put some time into it. So yeah, first step, learn hiragana. But if you're here for the first time, you can look at the Romaji 2, can help you read the hiragana, can help you read the kanji. And I don't know why I'm circling them in the opposite way, but anyway, you get the idea. We got some new words here that party members wrote there. So during something, saichu, and to kind of a joke or to mess around. A verb, fuzakeru. So power levels now 2518. Let's make that go up. And welcome to the new party members I saw join us. Yokoso, Japanese Quest Away. Power level on Japanese Quest is now in the bottom right. 2518. We'll need that to take this guy down later if we have to fight again. I do like his armor though, and his cape. Kakuine. Pretty cool. Alright, so I think we're probably almost where we need to go. Again, we saw this te form before, so miru means to look, but if it goes to the te form, it goes, miru changes to ru changes to te, so mite, look over there. Ah, you are okay. Buji means okay. And then futari means 1, 2 people. So futari tomo, the 2 of you are okay. Yatta.
ロー様、ご心配をおかけしました。グレイグの襲撃を受けましたが、なんとか逃げ切ることができました。
So, sorry for worrying you. We were attacked by General Greg, but we somehow were able to escape. So, nigeru is to run away, and then nigekiru is to be successful running away. And then koto ga dekimashita was able to do. And then for worry, shimpai, worry. Ooh, we got a good word here. Attack. So we received an attack from General Greg. So yeah, shugeki, attack. To receive it, ukeru is to receive. So shugeki, o marks the object. So it marks this attack that we are receiving. Shugeki o ukemashita.
追ってはやはり奴じゃったか。グレイグには確かめたいことがあったが、それには及ばぬようじゃな。
So as expected, the one chasing you is General Greg. So I had something I wanted to make sure of with General Greg, but I guess I won't need to do that. So yeah, like you said, there's a lot of yahari. So yahari, as expected, it was General Greg. So tashikameru is to make sure of something. So tashikametai. There's something that I want to make sure of, but I guess I won't be needing to do that because he did attack us.
やはり今のデルカダール王国には魔物がはびこっておると見て間違いないだろう。
We see it again. We see it again, just like he said. Yahari, yahari, yahari. Everyone always knows everything. And to be honest, I actually did some research one time in Japanese, reading about yappari, yahari. Mega Mac, yokoso, welcome. And what I learned is, some people in Japan, this can be kind of a painful word. One person in particular said that they got bad grades in school, and one time I think their teacher said, yappari. And I think it was a context like, yappari, they didn't get a good score on test or something, or yappari, you didn't do well. And so for that student, after that, they always hated this word, yappari, because for them it meant, yappari, I didn't do well, yappari, I'm stupid. So sometimes, like, acting like you already know something in a negative context can be hurtful. So I actually try to not use this too much, especially in a negative context, so I'd be careful sometimes. If you're going to use yappari, try to just use it in a neutral or positive context. So yeah, yahari. So as expected, there is a monster. There are monsters around in this kingdom. And there's no mistaking it. Machigai nai. Yeah, kanashine. I thought that was a sad story too. It's good to be aware of kind of the nuances of some of these words and how they can be used in a positive way, negative way. But I feel like this yappari or yahari, it can be kind of not cool because it's saying you already know something. Like, why not just talk about the thing? Why do you need to keep saying you know it? In a way, I don't know, there's a weird nuance to it that is kind of not cool in a way, if you know what I mean. It's like saying, oh, I already knew that. Each time you say yappari. Do you really need to say that? Why not just say, like, even in a positive context, people are talking about it, you could say, like, yappari oishii desu ne. Like, the food here is really good, as expected. Like, why not just say, it's good? Like, why say, like, as expected, it's good? Like, did you think it wasn't going to be good? There's an interesting nuance to it. Maybe you don't need it all the time.
はるか昔、 栄華を誇ったとある王国は魔物が化けた奸臣によって滅ぼされたという。その魔物の名は。
Sono Mamono no Nawa. So Na means names. The name of that monster. That monster that destroyed this kingdom that was once flourishing. That monster changed into a kanshin. So changed into like an advisor for that country. And that monster's name was... Yeah, a lot of context, a lot of things I think become kind of a habit that you say yappari yahari all the time, but maybe not necessarily good to use it all the time. Ooh, so there is the name, possibly the name of this, the Dark Lord. We've got 2 new words in our power level 2. Let's power up here. So tashikameru, to make certain of, very useful word. And then this one's not quite so common, but still common. Habikoru, to be overgrown, to be like everywhere. In this case, monsters were everywhere in this kingdom. So power level is now 25, 22. Ooh, we're almost at a duplicate 25, 25. We're 25, 21 now. There's...
Washira wa nagai tabi no sue, yatto sono namae ni tadorisuita.
So Washira wa, so us. So washi would mean just him, but if he says washida, it means us. So washira wa nagai tabi. So a long journey. Tabi means journey. Nagai tabi no sue. So after a long journey, yatto, finally. Sono namae ni tadoritsuita. So we finally reached that name after a long journey. And I'm seeing some good comments in chat. They're pretty long, which is good. But I won't be able to necessarily read all of them out loud. But good discussion. And yeah, kind of imagine people can join. We can have good discussions about Japanese language. That's what we're here to do. Kind of chill, relax. In this party, we got some dwarves here apparently too, because they're much shorter than everyone else. If you want to follow, you can become a party member as well. Maybe you're even shorter, like this character here. Sweets and Geeks, yokozo! Japanese Quest, welcome to Japanese Quest. Let's go. Join the community. We can learn about the nuances of Japanese.
そやつこそ遥か昔より暗躍し続ける邪悪の化身よ。おそらく今のデルカダールもその魔物が牛耳っておるのじゃろう。
Okay, so he is a personification of evil. That character I just named. From long ago. Haruka Mukashi. Long ago. So Yori means from, so from long ago, that character has been a personification of evil. Keshin, personification. Ja'aku, evil. Sue means after, so good word, but it looks like a duplicate, so it turned green, I believe. Did it turn green, but now it's not green? That's... seems strange. So sono mamono ga gyujite oru. So that monster is still controlling things now, ima, in Derukadaru. I got the wrong definition, so I was fixing it. Why was it green though, I wonder? Was it because it was selected? Just feel like there's a good chance that that word we may have learned before. So I'm getting... Anyway, worried the formatting might be off, but oh well. It always gets caught when I switch it at the after stream anyway, so it's not a big deal.
よいか、この世に生きるすべての者たちのために、お主はウルノーガと戦わなければならぬ。
Ooh, sweet, yeah, check out the Discord. Here's the Japanese Quest Discord. People can have discussions there too. After chat as well, of course. So yeah, good language discussions happen there. Good resource, kind of questions and answers happen there. Also, people post interesting videos in Japanese, things like that. So yeah, check out the Japanese Quest Discord, linked in chat there, or just Google it. Maybe you'll find it. I don't know. So yoika, okay. この世に生きるすべての者たちのために So for everything in the world, Onushi wa, so you must fight with Urunoga. So this name, what was this name in English? This is one I don't remember. What was the name of this Dark Lord in the localized version in English? Because in Japanese it's Urunoga. Urunoga. Anyone remember what is the name of this character in English? Anyone know? Anyway, we must fight with this character for everything in the world. Everyone in the world. Subete, everything, and then mono is people, so pretty much all people in the world. Maybe even beyond people.
邪神なきこの時代に勇者としてお主が生まれたのはそのために違いない。
So the reason you were born into this era that has this evil is to defeat this evil as the hero. Yeah. So Mordigan, thank you, I remember that now. Mordigan definitely is right. NX, Mordigan. I don't remember it in Japanese anymore, but I think it's a bit different than Mordigan. Mordigan, okay.
だが、ウルノーガは未知にして強大。闇の力をまとった恐ろしいやつじゃ。
Okay, let's compare.
無策でやつに立ち向かうことはできまい。
Let's compare these names. So in the English version, Mordigan, kind of like Mordor almost. Do you think they're maybe like using that Mordor connection from Lord of the Rings? It sounds somewhat Mordor-like. Mordigan. Or maybe there's another story behind it. So Mordigan, and here we have U-Lu-No-Ga. So this U, I see an U nowhere in this name. This Ru, there is an R, so I guess there's kind of a Ru. No, there is an N, but not really a no. And Ga, is there a Ga? There is a G. So there is some of this, maybe a shadow of this name in the Mordigan name, but really it's completely different. Mordigan, Urunoga. I guess the end is kind of similar. And the Ru, maybe a little bit. Okay. Yeah, that's true too. Mord is like death in French, so it sounds ominous. True, good point. Let's see how we're doing with our power level here. So we learned some new words here that we saw in the game. So sue means after. This one's quite similar. Can also mean like the tip of something. Jitai, situation. And then Michi, not yet known. And we see that here. So Michi ni shite kyodai. So even though this guy's power is unknown, it is great. Kyodai means great. So yeah, he has the power of darkness. Very powerful, very scary character. So Musakure, so going without a plan. Saku is plan, and then Musaku would be without a plan. So Yatsu ni tachimukau koto wa dekinai. So we can't stand against him unless we have a plan. So without a plan, we cannot stand against him. So some good words there. We also added Kyodai. He is very powerful. So let's make that power level go up. Mord is a different word? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know much. My power level in French is low, so I wouldn't know. NPA, welcome. Let's make our power level go up to 25-25. We have now reached 25-25. We're maybe strong enough now to take on Mordigan. Let's go.
闇の力、私聞いたことがあります。命の大樹には闇の力を払う何かが眠っていると。
So we're talking about a certain kind of power, chikara. Power. So Yami no Chikara. People often ask, why is this in katakana? My guess is because this is in kanji. Sometimes it's nice to have a balance with your sentence. So you have one thing in kanji, you got one thing in hiragana, you got one thing in katakana. It's kind of a nice balance to have that variety. If you had this in kanji as well, it might not make the power stand out as much. It might not make the yami stand out as much. It's reasons like that why this is in katakana. So Yami no Chikara, the power of darkness. So I've heard of that too. And the Tree of Life, it is said the power to get rid of the power of darkness is sleeping there. So nanika ga nemutteru. So some kind of power there to kind of get rid of this darkness is sleeping there at the Tree of Life. Yep, absolutely right, Red Tyrant. Katakana is often used for emphasis.
やはりお姉様、勇者様を連れ、命の大樹に行かなくては。
So she's saying it too. Yahari. So as expected, sister, we need to take Akira and go to the Tree of Life. So iku to go, and ikanakute wa we must go to this Tree of Life. And we need to go with a plan. So musaku means without a plan. That is not good. So possibly we should learn the word saku as well. So saku, plan. That might be a word too. And then musaku, without a plan. So Red Tyrant says, I started reading One Piece in Japanese. Awesome. I've read some One Piece in Japanese too. And there's a lot of dialogue already with sprinkles of katakana for emphasis, it seems. Yeah, I believe there would be. Let's go to our level up screen. Let's make our power level go up now. So here we go. Let's look up in the dictionary. Saku. So it can mean to bloom for flowers, but that's a different word. It can mean saku for plan. Common word and one word. Let's copy it with our Rikai tool. Press C, copy to clipboard, and now we have it. It's already here, placed by an anonymous elephant, so I think let's place it again just to see if things are working. Yep, came up green. That means it's a duplicate. This one did not come up green. That seems like that's weird. Let's look at our formatting. Let's go to our browser cam. They should both be green, right? So let's make sure everything looks right. Let's go to our formatting for fun here. You can power up with conditional formatting powers. Let's look at our formatting here. And so see, things get copy and paste and things get weird. I think if you copy and paste just values, this won't happen. But now it looks like certain spaces for some reason got messed up. But we can fix this again. So go here and redo it and try to copy just the value. If you hold down Control Shift V, it should just do value. This won't happen, I believe. And see now, they will both be green, which is what we want. Level up with the power of formatting. Let's go back to the game.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Power level is rising in the game and also with conditional formatting. And the second one, of course, I can delete, so I'll do that. There we go. Now we're good. Yeah, coffee, that's right. Of course, you could translate it that way. Yeah, what's the kanji on the screen with Goku? That is a kanji for journey. Tabi. Let's look at it again. Yeah, this kanji here. You see Goku here, he's on a journey. Tabi is the word, and it's a key word for this journey. We are all here on a journey, learning Japanese words as we go, leveling up as we go, just like Goku here. You can see him leveling up in this hypergravity chamber, studying the word, studying the kanji for Tabi, journey. When will Goku learn a new kanji? Sa. We'll see. But I like this kanji so much, it's a main theme that we might keep it for a while. We've changed it from time to time.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Power level is rising, currently 25, 27. Let's make that go up. Look at the bottom right. Let's go.
この枝を持て。この虹色の枝はかつて命の大樹の一部であったもの。
So take this branch. This is a branch from... Yeah, the Tree of Life. This rainbow-colored branch is from the Tree of Life. It is one part of it. If you break that down... Inochi no Taiju. So tree, great tree of life. And then Ichibu, one part. So this is one part of the Tree of Life. Finally the branch, exactly. And I'm seeing Saku, I'm seeing Musaku, but I think, like, normally it's good to learn the more basic form first, so even though we saw the other one in the game first, let's maybe switch it around. Let's go to our power-up screen, and let's just switch those. It's good to kind of build when you learn. So learn the more basic Saku. Why can I not move this? There we go. So Saku, plan, Musaku, no plan. And I think we have learned Mu, which is nothingness by itself. Let's just double check that, because we like to cover our bases here on Japanese Quest. So I'm seeing Fuzakeru is now showing up as a duplicate, so we probably learned that. Let's delete that one. Probably the formatting was messed up before. Okay, and let's see if we've learned Moo. The power of cows mooing? No. The power of nothingness. Moo. So nothing, not, zero, nil, un, non as a prefix. So let's see if we've learned that. I think we probably have, but let's just make sure. Maybe we have not. Hopefully I copied it correctly. And it went to Boo, which is a less common variant, so let's make sure we have Moo. There we go. And the definition, so non or bad, poor. Let's do more nothing. We're powering up with all these definitions today. Okay, now I think we're good. So we have Mu, which means nothing. We have Saku, which means plan, and then we have put them together. Musaku. No plan. Sweet, let's go back to the game.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? 勇者の力を持つお主ならば、大樹への道のりについて何かを知り得るやもしれぬ。
So you who has the power of the hero. Maybe you can find something about the way to the great tree. Another good word appeared for our new words here. So Ichibu, one part. So this is one part of the world tree that we see right here. Ichibu, one part. So we have taken now the rainbow branch, finally. So how is it? Can you see something? Break it down. So nanika, something. Mienai ka, can you see something? Yeah, words like Muryo mean free. Yep, it's used in a lot of words. That mu that you see up there. Shikashi nanimo minakatta. But we could not see anything. So we saw nanika meaning something, nanimo means nothing, with usually a negative ending here. So nanimo inakatta. Just looking at a glowing branch.
何も見えないって、その枝偽物？まさかあの情報屋にガセネタつかまされたってこと？
So what? Could that be a fake? Could we have been tricked by that information broker earlier?
ここまで引っ張っといて、ありえないわ。
And we were dragged all the way here? It's impossible.
まあ仕方あるまい。これからはわしと姫も同行し、命の大樹への生き方を見つけるとしよう。
Yatta! We got some new party members. Let's get some hype in the chat. So good word, nisemono. Copy. Came up green though, because it's a duplicate. But yeah. So nisemono means a fake. And so now, so washi to hime mo doukou suru. So to go together. Ko means to go. Do means the same. So the same, we can all go together. Issho ni ikimashou. And yeah, we will try to find the way. So again, iku is to go. So ikikata is the way to go. Ikikata o mitsukeru. We will find the way to go. Like this to suru or to shio. So like, let's find the way to go to the Tree of Life. That's the goal. And yeah, this part too. Shikata arumai. Which, yeah, just means shikata ga nai. So I guess there's no way around it. We might as well join you and find a way to the Tree of Life. After he laughs, ho ho ho. We see another way to laugh. We've also already seen ha ha ha. We saw, I think, ku ku ku. Now we see ho ho ho. This is the more Santa-like way of laughing. Maybe for older individuals with facial hair. Ho ho ho. Good emote use. High level.
よろしく頼むぞ。
よろしく頼むぞ. So? Yeah. This is one of these words I never exactly know how to translate yoroshiku into English. I don't feel like there's an exact translation. What do you think in chat? What's a good way to translate yoroshiku? So yeah, I'm a Japanese teacher. Obviously I know what that means, but certain words, there's not an exact thing. So yeah, nice to meet you can be a good way, but we've already met him, so it doesn't exactly mean nice to meet you. It kind of means like from now on, like I expect, yeah, nice being in your company, that kind of idea, exactly, treat me well. It's kind of all this stuff combined in a way, so it's tricky to translate. But yeah, Kolaya, konnichiwa, good to see you. Konbanwa, take care of me. Yeah, I feel like there's shades of a lot of this stuff in it, but it doesn't exactly have an English equivalent because it can mean a lot of things, this very useful word. So let's see, we got some new words here. So let's review some of these new words you see up here. Ichibu, one part. We're holding one part of the world tree. Yeah. So ki no ichibu, one part of a tree. So doukou suru, to go with someone. They're going to go with us now. And then shikata, the way to do something. We are looking for the way to the world tree. Yeah, Red, that can be a good one too. Let's work well together in a business environment. Shock, konnichiwa. Good to see you. And power level is now 2530. Look at the bottom right. Power level is now rising. We are being powered up by the Japanese Quest community more quickly than I even expected. Sa, ikimashou. Yatta, we have 2 new party members. We've had a lot of new party members too on Twitch today. For example, NPA. Anyone else, if you want to follow, like Jade here and like Rab, you can become a party member as well in this party member adding screen right here. Because when we gain new party members, we can do it both in the game and on Twitch as well. So Ro to Marutina. So Rab and Martina in the English version. Nakama means new party member or new friend or comrade. So Nakama ni kuwawatta. So we gained 2 new party members. Yatta. Yeah, I hear you. He looks good the way he's stroking his mustache. Pretty awesome. Yosh. So, 今からどこに? So, 出るから王国に魔物が So they've got monsters in this kingdom. だから最近のあの国はうさんくさくなっちまった. So yeah, that country recently has become very kind of suspicious with what's going on there. Ana taikoku desu ra kage de ayatsuchichimau nante. So I can't believe that even a big country like that is being controlled from the shadows. Kage means shadow. Doyara sugei yatsura. Must be someone really crazy to be able to do that to such a big country. Yeah, this Mortigan character. In Japanese, not Mortigan, but that's the English name. So, Urunoga. We must find out what's going on there. Okay, so the question is, what do we do next? Let's take a look. What do we do next? You can find it there. If there's new words, we can add it there. And I will look at it in detail when we come back, but this is our adventure guide, what we're doing next. So I will be right back. We'll take a short break on Japanese Quest, and then Japanese Quest will be back. So I have a short ad here too. Itakimasu, Japanese Quest will be back. Tadaima. Aki and Haru are good. Thanks for asking. They are good. Yoligmar, konnichiwa. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's go. So here's the Boken Gaido. So current quest. Sekai o Boken shite, so adventure through the world. Inochi no taiju e no ikikata o mitsukeo. So find the way to the Tree of Life. Think we can do that? So I have a question for chat. What comes to mind when you think of what is your favorite movie? I was thinking about that in break. So what would I know it's hard to pick a favorite movie, but what comes to mind when you think of favorite movie? What's the first movie that comes to mind? I am just curious. What? Something's happening? So Ada ga marking the subject. The subject is the branch. Something is happening. Something's happening. Ah, yeah, Boyhood. I thought that was a great movie too. Fight Club. Spirited Away in Japanese. Spider-Verse. Ooh, that's a good movie as well. So yeah, what comes to mind when you think of your favorite movie? Marvel movies? Spirited Away. Ooh, I've not seen that one. So what was that? I saw it too. I actually didn't see it because I was reading people's favorite movies, but I think I know what they saw. They saw a vision of something. Lord of the Rings, says Tebby. Forrest Gump. Yeah, now that you mentioned Lord of the Rings, that could be one for me. But the first one that came to mind for me for whatever reason was Shawshank Redemption. I'm just a fan of that movie, and probably just because a lot of people have it on their list, it came to mind. But for a favorite movie, yeah, Lord of the Rings would be up there too. So this is what they saw. Tenku ni tatazumu saidan. So they saw an altar kind of raised up into the sky. And ato mitsu no obu. So 6 orbs I saw there as well. Yeah, I agree. That's a good one. Green Mile, also good. Same director, I believe. Yeah, Shawshank is the one in the prison. It did badly when it came out. I mean, think about it. The title, Shawshank Redemption, it's like the worst title ever for a movie. But word of mouth over time made it one of the biggest rental movies ever. At least at the time. Ooh, good theory. So if we present 6 orbs at the altar, maybe the path to the world tree will open up. So Michi, path, and then Michi ga hirakareru. The path opens up. So maybe it will. Ooh, Blurred Mom, When Harry Met Sally is mine. Dirty Dancing close second. Nice. Yeah, I think I've seen those. Good movies. Yeah, a lot of different good ones. So I have a second question. So someone mentioned their favorite Japanese movie. What would be your favorite Japanese movie? Ah, good word. Yeah, sasageru. To to lift up, to offer. So if you offer up these 6 orbs, then maybe this path will open up. Castaway was good. So favorite Japanese movie? Barefoot Gen? I have not seen that. 一番好きな日本の映画は何でしょうか? What is your favorite Japanese movie is the question. So we see Barefoot Gen. Yeah, it sounds sad, and I think I've heard of that, but I have not seen it. Is it anything like Grave of the Fireflies? Because that's very sad.
すげえ、大樹への生き方が分かっちまった。これが虹色の枝の力か。ここまで探し求めてきた甲斐があったぜ。
So some more comments. Sakuran was nice. Ooh, I should check that out. Love Exposure. Not heard of that either. Okay, so yeah, it is similar. So Kamen Rider film. Oh, lots of good suggestions that I haven't seen. Oh, yeah, of course. Anime movies count. It's a Japanese movie, right? Suge. So amazing. Taiju e no ikikata ga. So the way to the great tree, I finally understand. Wakachimatta. So some other good suggestions. Your Lie in April. Last Samurai. 7 Samurai. Summer Wars. All good suggestions. Ine. Mama ohayo. Welcome. Japanese Castaway. What is your favorite Japanese movie? That's what we're talking about right now. Nobody Knows. Ooh, that's a good one. I think I've seen that some time ago, maybe, or at least I want to see it. It's on my list. Your Name. Great movie. Omoide, Poro Poro. So many movies I haven't heard of. I need to check out. So, これが虹色の枝の力か。ここまで探し求めてきた甲斐があった。So yeah, now it was worth it. So again, we see kai ga atta, so there was a use to getting that branch. Some more good movies. Wolf Children. Batman Ninja. Ooh, I have not seen that. Is that good? Batman Ninja. And Summer Wars, also a good one. Pom Poko. That's a Chile movie. Also good, I believe. Ko9, Yokozo. Japanese Castaway. Join the community. What is your favorite Japanese movie? If you don't have one, fine. But we're getting some good suggestions here. I'll have to check out some of these. But yeah, what we do here, we learn Japanese from Japanese games. I'm a Japanese teacher. And let's do some more of that. Ooh, we got an
今見た
orb.
オーブってこいつのことだよな。デルカダール城から盗んできたこいつにそんな意味があったとはな。
So this guy just stole this earlier in the game for no particular reason. But now he realizes, so this is the orb in that vision that I stole. So this is the meaning of the orb. Some more good movies. Only Yesterday. Yeah, if you like Batman, yeah, I should check out that Batman for sure. Ponyo. Lots of good suggestions. In This Corner of the World. Joker is trying to take over Japan. That sounds about right.
So
for me, 俺の使い道. So I have my own way to use this orb. But if we're talking about the world tree, if we're talking about visions, yeah, I'll give it to you. So please use it well. Yeah, you may say that. And in the English version, Eric is his name, I believe. Yatta. Red orbを受け取った。So we took the red orb. Over. じゃあまたね。See you
売らな
later.
くて正解でしたね。仮面舞踏会でもらったそのオーブ。
So we happen to have 2 of these orbs already. So this orb we got for the second prize for the martial arts tournament. I guess it's good We didn't sell it. So seikai, correct. Seikai deshita was correct. And then what was correct? Not selling it.
Hmm. 危うく真の価値も分からずロギンに変えるとこじゃったわい。さあ受け取るがいい。
So yeah, we didn't know the true value of it and almost used it for travel expenses. You can see this word. Ro means journey. Gin means silver. What is your silver for your journey? That is travel expenses. So rogin ni kaeru tokojatta. Not a super common word. We probably don't need to add it, but if someone wants to, we could. Sa. Akira yo. Uketoru ga ii. So take this orb. So desu ne. Benri desu ne. Convenient. We have 2 already. We need 6, I guess. Yatta. We now have the red orb and the yellow orb.
祭壇のあった場所は命の大樹の真下。おそらく始祖の森と呼ばれる秘境じゃろう。
So the place with the altar, again, Saidan altar, is directly below the Tree of Life. Inochi no Taiju no Mashita. Directly below. So this is the kanji for true, or directly, and then shita, below. And it should be in a place called the First Forest. So Shiso no Mori. Cool. And it's a secret place, and yeah, let's go there. Yeah, Mama, that sounds right to me. Login, traveling expenses. Yeah, even if the word's not so common, just to kind of learn the kanji, to learn the pieces of it, and just to get a sense of it, can be good to learn it. So let's keep going.
道は決まったな。残り4つのオーブを集め、始祖の森にある祭壇に捧げるのじゃ。
Alright, so finally our path is decided. Michi wa kimatta. Na. So our path is decided, isn't it? Michi is path. And then Nokori, the leftover 4 orbs, let's gather those and go to this first forest and present them to the altar. Ine.
残り4つのオーブ。でも一体どこから探せば。
So 4 orbs left, but where in the world do we search for them?
オーブといえば、子供の頃海底に沈んだオーブがあるって聞いたけど、そんなの雲をつかむような話だしね。
So if we're talking about orbs, when I was a kid, I heard at the bottom of the ocean there was an orb. But it's kind of just like grasping at clouds. It's kind of just a story, right? So a couple keywords. Kaite. Kai is ocean. Te is bottom. So the bottom of the ocean. And then, yeah, so I guess that's where we're going, maybe.
とにかく今手がかりがない。世界中くまなく回って情報を集めるほかなさそうだな。
Tonikaku. So anyway, it seems like now we don't have any leads. Tegakari is like a lead or a hint. So Sekkaiju, all around the world. Kumanaku moate. So let's look around the world, gather information. That's what we're gonna do. Or there's nothing else to really do. So yeah, good word. Bottom of the sea. Kaite. And power level is now 2533. Let's make that power level go up. Here we go. Yeah, Red Tyrant. That probably will come in handy with you for your One Piece reading.
世界中をくまなく回るには まずソルティコの町にある水門を抜け、外界へと出るのがいいじゃろう。
Okay, so if we're gonna go around the world, we want to go to this town. Soru Teiko. Soru Teiko. Because there, they've got a water gate. If we go through the water gate, then we can go out in the sea on the outside. So like the main ocean, I'm guessing. So let's go there.
ソルティコはダハルーネの町から船で北西へ進めばたどり着けるはずじゃ。
Okay, so as for this town, if we go from this other town, Daharune no Machi kara, so from that town, by boat, if you go Hokuse, northwest, you should be able to find it. Yeah, Mama, I'm kind of surprised we don't have it too, but it seems like a word that's possible we didn't have.
幸いソルティコの町にはジエゴという知り合いの領主がおる。わしが頼めば心よく水門を開けてくれるじゃろうって。
So luckily, I have a friend there in that town. Shirai, acquaintance in that town, named Diego. And yeah, he's like the, what's the word? Kind of like the ruler of that town, or like a land kind of a owner or master in that town. Anyway, if we ask him, he should be able to happily open this water gate. So it looks like Shibuya's got something to think about that. Chotto ayashi ne. A little bit suspicious look.
よし、それではオーブ探しの旅に出るぞ。ウルノーガを倒すため6つのオーブを手に入れ、命の大樹への道を開くのじゃ。
So yeah, Shibuya daijoubu kana? So let's look for, yeah, now is the time. Yosh! Let's go on this journey, find these orbs, get these 6 orbs, open the water gate, and go to the world tree. Open up the path to the tree of life. And then, yeah, that could be Diego. Mama, good comment there. And that word we saw, feudal lord. Yeah, that's what I was more going for. Thank you, Iligmar. That's more what I was going for. Let's look it up here. I believe it was Ryoshu. Yep, feudal lord. It's a word you see a lot in games like this and in fantasy settings, so let's add it. Because we're in a lot of kind of fantasy settings. So yeah, good word. Feudal lord. There's a feudal lord. You could probably just say a lord of a certain kingdom or realm. Let's talk to them and have them open up the water gate. Now we're up to 25, 34. Look at our power level go up in the bottom right.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level?
Power level is going up. Yeah, good guess, Iligmar. Let's see. Okay, so we are now going to Daharune no Machi. So where is that town? Can we fly there? Let's do our zoom power. Or no, not zoom. It's this spell, I believe. Daharune. Mama, Jamatare, see you later. So I think now we should be in the town that's mentioned in the adventure log. Hopefully. So then we can take our boat from there. Luckily in these newer games we can teleport pretty easily. Does it take mana? I'm not sure.
Yo. Yo.
Yosh. Ikuzo. So back here, before there was the contest here. So we got pretty familiar getting lost in this town before. Trying to find where is the church. Wouldn't be bad to save right now. I think here. Koko desu ne. Konnichiwa. Oinori o shimashou. Let's pray and save. Prayer is very important in this game. That's how you save your game. Hi. Okay, so again, it's the northwest of this town. So I think we can get the boat at the dock probably here, where it says Doku. So let's go there. Chikara is rising. You can see the link there to our YouTube. I'm still curious which will get to 9,000 first, our YouTube or Twitch. Over 9,000 is the goal for vocab. Also, the goal for our number of party members currently, the number of followers on YouTube and Twitch, which will make it to 9,000 first. I'm not sure. Probably the Twitch, but maybe not. Right now, the Twitch is ahead by, I think, around 1,000 or something. How do we get down to this boat? Can we get to our boat down here? Okay. Ah, wait. Here's our captain, I think. Hi, there we go. So just gotta find the captain, Alice. Fune ni notte, so ride the boat, shupatsu suru. Would you like to embark? Baron Samjidi has summoned a dragon. Subscribe, arigato. Thank you very much for the dragon. Bringing hype to Japanese education on Twitch. Anyone just joining, I'm a Japanese teacher. What we do here, we learn Japanese from Japanese games. Let's get some dragon hype in the chat. Dragon has been summoned to help us on our journey here. You can imagine this dragon now flying over the ship. Other people can summon dragons for free if you were into that. So here's the dragon flying with us. There's a dragon. That looks about right. You like my beautiful dragon here? Sa, ikimashou. Dragon bringing hype as we embark on our journey. So we are going again to the north. Yeah, the northwest. Ooh, right here? It's marked, I believe. Yeah, this should be right, I think. Ah, yeah. Christian Bushido, you're right. You can see at the bottom, it says ZR for Kasoku, accelerate. That's right.
Yep. Nice.
Yosh. Kachimashita. Let's test that out. So ZR. Yep, accelerate. Kasoku. And I think we're marked off here. Ooh, we need this dock, I believe. And then, yeah, it looks right. Because it's the same place name, right? Sorutina Kaiga ni orimasu ka? Would you like to get off here? Tarisu, yokoso, Japanese castaway. Welcome. Hi. Check out our dragon, still flying. Do you enjoy summoning dragons? If so, you can summon them for free with Amazon Prime. Good perk of Amazon. Anyway, let's fight a snail, or whatever this thing is. With the help of our new dragon. Should be easy. Nani kore? Okashi. Ah! Digechatta. I guess maybe we don't need to fight that, it's too weak. Yeah, I believe this is the town we're going to then. Sa. Bokenshio. It is time for an adventure. Ooh, this big coral guy looks fun to play with. Because what we do, we level up in the game, we level up in Japanese. Both are good. Both can kind of help the other. And let's sleep this guy.
Abaya.
Yosh. One happy umbrella. Yeah, looks like it. So I think we don't want to do... Ooh, we have his sleep technique though, don't we? Super damage on sleep. Check it out. So, Nemuri is sleep. So if they are slept or if they are confused, Konran, confusion. Rokubai no damage. So you can do 6 times damage with this skill. Let's do that. Not bad. Yosh, kachimashita. Akai Sango. Ooh, good new vocab word. Maybe we learned it. We've had quite a journey before this, but if we have not, this could be a new word. Anyone know what this means? Sango. Sango wa eigo de nan to imasu ka? What does that mean in English? We know it's something red. Akai means red. So something red. Yeah, exactly. Coral in English. That's right. So if we've not learned the word for coral yet, we could add that. Ooh, we added the word for confusion too. Konran, confusion. What about coral? Have we learned that word? Sango. There we go. Sango, coral. We've powered up with the power of coral now. Look at the bottom right. Power level now going up. The bottom right going up to 2536. Tsuyokunatta ne.
What does the scouter say about
Rude.
his power level?
Konnichiwa. Hello. Still trying to figure out what exactly these snail creatures are. Oh, nigechatta. Oka o koete, so go over the hill. Sugu soko, and it will be right there. Oh no, but where's it pointing? I guess this way, maybe? Must be just this path. Konnichiwa. Who are these guys? They look friendly. I kind of wish there were more friendly monsters in this game. Because I was watching the anime of Dragon Quest, Dai no Daiboken, and some of the monsters in that are actually friendly.
大丈夫ですか？
助かったぜ。
いや、
はあ。はあ。やっ。それ。
バギー。
はっ。
Yosh. Coffee says, isn't that what Dragon Quest Monsters is for? Yeah, I don't know, but it seems like it's not that uncommon in the Dragon Quest world to have friendly monsters. I mean, even in this game we did meet one friendly slime. They said the classic line. Something like, Warui slimu janayo. I'm not a bad slime. Kelly says, I love the music in Dragon Quest Monsters. I'll have to check out that game. I've never seen that game, I don't think. Haven't seen this monster either. Oh yeah, I think we did see this guy once.
Good idea.
Yosh. Could be a good beginner game for Dragon Quest Monsters. Simple kanji. Do they have furigana or no? One good thing about this game is it has
さすがですわ。
furigana.
一安心ですね。
Well, I think we made it. I'm kind of curious, this lighthouse over here. Let's check that out quick before we go to the town. The town looks pretty big. We can get a good view on it from the lighthouse. They're available on the DS. Japan-only game. Oh. So maybe no furigana? Okay. Kirena era. So like a pretty branch, I think they called it in English. Nagisa, yokoso. Japanese customer, welcome. Nice view of the town here. いい眺めですね。え、何もない。Is this really nothing here? You'd think that there's something of note. Nanimonai. Nothing. Just the view, I guess. Eligmar, are you only playing games with furigana? No. The first game we ever played, Xenoblade 2, has no furigana. The second game we played, Super Mario Odyssey, did have furigana. The third game we played, I guess the second game we played was Celeste, that did not have furigana. Third game, Super Mario Odyssey, did. Fourth game, can I remember all the games we played? Well, pretty soon we played Breath of the Wild, that did have furigana. We played before that, though, Harry Potter for PS1. No furigana in old games like that, generally. So it kind of, it depends. Yeah, you would think there'd be a door Akai Mage. Good name, by the way. Red Mage. And your name is Red. Ooh, good word we added here. Oka Hill. You can see up here. Nice town. いい街ですね。
ああ、私ちょっと花摘みしてくるわ。あっちに綺麗な花畑があったのよ。街の外で待ってるから終わったら呼んでね。
Okay, you can kind of see some things going on here with Shibuya. Chotto, I'm gonna go pick some flowers. I think there is a nice flower field out there. I'll wait outside the town. When you've finished, come and call me. Nanika okashi ne. Something is strange. Alright, so no Furigana for that game, unfortunately. Oh well. Yeah, it does help for this channel and for a first Japanese game. Certainly helps because you can look up words much more easily. But it's by no means required for this game or in general. My first game that I got through in Japanese, I think, was Kingdom Hearts 2, and then Final Fantasy X. Back then, there generally was not Furigana, so I don't think there was for those games.
一体どうしたのかしら。シルビアさんたら急に。
Huh, so what in the world is happening suddenly with Shibuya-san?
ディエゴ殿はこの町で一番大きな屋敷にいるぞ。では行くとしよう。
So whoever called it out the dono was correct. So the lord of this town, Diego Dono, is in the biggest house in this town, so let's go there. Dewa. Ikimashou. Was this word used in the game? I don't remember how this word was used. Was it used by itself like that? It very well could have been, I just don't remember it. But yeah, Q can mean like suddenly. So suddenly, that character left, so it could have come up, I suppose.
そうそう。わしがイグノアの前王であることはディエゴ殿には伏せてあるんじゃ。バレると何かと面倒じゃからの。
So just so you know, I did not tell this lord here that I used to be the king of this ancient kingdom, or this kingdom that has fallen, Yugunoa. So if you tell him, it could be kind of troublesome, so let's keep that a secret. Okay, so that Sidibia left suddenly, so Q ni... Okay. Arigato. So yeah, Q suddenly. So yeah, would that be a word in the dictionary with the ni? I wonder if we should have it with the ni then, if it was with the ni in the game. Not sure if it would show up, but anyway, something to think about.
ここでは旅人の老としておる。そんなわけでそのように話を合わせてくれ。よろしく頼むぞい。
So yeah, to the lord here, I'm just a traveler, tabibito, traveler, and I go by this name, Ro. We have Q-ni as well then, so yeah, swiftly, suddenly. Cool, looks good. It might be kind of to have both these words makes it kind of easy to get to 9,000, but it's still a challenge to get 9,000, so I think we'll be okay with it. So Jonah drinks water, and in a way it's just repetition to help learn that word better. I'm okay with that. So Jonah drinks water? Does Jonah drink water? Good to know. Arigato, and welcome. So yeah, I'm just a traveler, not a king. So let's keep it a secret that I used to be a king. We've powered up quite a bit today. Power level is now 2539. Look at the bottom right. Currently, power level is going up. What we do here, we learn Japanese from Japanese games. One word, power level goes up by 1. Ooh, nice looking town here. Ooh, let's go to the beach. Umi e ikimashou. I think you go to a town like this, you've got to go to the beach first. Doesn't matter where you have to go. It's kind of a must. One problem with that, where I lived in Japan, I lived on the coast. Most towns in Japanese seem to be on the coast. But on my town in the coast, they had a small beach. Perhaps about this size. But generally the whole town was factories. So it would just be factory, 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 factory. All along the coastline. Like finding the beach was a challenge. A lot of smaller towns in Japan, that's an unfortunate reality. This beach, however, is looking pretty good. Ine. Umi. So yeah, umi is kind of an interesting word because umi means sea, but often if you say like I'm going to the umie, ikimashou, you mean like let's go to the beach. You wouldn't be like in English, oh, let's go to the sea. Another interesting translation word to think about. Okay. Look, you can barely see these footprints of this weird creature here. Mieru. Ah! Mieru. Very Ghibli-like, this character. You can't talk to it. It's just a spirit of time or something, I think we learned. Seishu no yume o. The dream of youth. So I know this is Japanese quest, but generally, I'm just not that into quests in this game. Because they're just kind of busy work, usually. I'm more into the story anyway, this game is super long. Lightning says, did you know there are sand bandits in real life? I know that in Star Wars there are sand people. So yes. Wait, is that real life? I don't know. But are there bandits in sand in real life? Yeah, generally aware of that idea, I guess. So let's see here. Let's go to the inn since we did some battles. We can get review for the word for inn. Konomachi ni wa mou hitotsu. So in this town there is another dekkai yaro, a big inn. So yaro means inn or hotel. Yeah, exactly, coffee. But we've been having this inn in this town for a long time. We will now lose to the big one. Let's use this older town then. Tomaru. And give them some money. Ohayo, good morning. Did you sleep well? Yes, we did. And it looks like the church is down just straight ahead. Lightning says, people who steal from sand. Steal sand. Ah, yeah. I actually have heard of that. I didn't know if you meant stealing sand. Stealing sand, I've heard, is actually a big problem right now. Because sand can be valuable. Steal sand from land in, like, India and other countries. Yeah, no, you're right. It's a big issue. I've read about that a little bit. And I think is it because sand is used in, like, technology? Like, making technology? Sand is needed? Like, for the silicone or something? Right. Yeah, buildings, glass, smartphones, laptops, TVs, etc. So yeah, people like steal large amounts of sand from deserts and things. It's become a problem. Yeah, I've read about that, and there was even more to it. I forget exactly all of what was involved in it, but it's pretty interesting, actually. Yeah, pretty nice town here. I think this could be a good place to end today for our stream. So I will say, ja! Matane. Ending at the sea, we finally got to the sea, is a good place to end, I believe. So I will say, ja! Matane. Japanese Quest will continue the same time tomorrow. And then we will open the sea gate and venture out into the world on our journey. Learning Japanese and finding the truth of the world tree here, the truth of the hero, and trying to take down Morrigan, all of that. So, ja! Matane. Otsukaresama deshita. And let's see who will host today. Let's find... So let's make our power level go up first of all. Power level is now 2540. It's gone up quite a bit today. So look at the bottom right. Power level has gone up. And let's see, who will we host today? We like to host other Japanese streamers. Who will it be today? Let's level up some Japanese streamer, some Japanese teacher or learner. If someone else wants to start streaming in Japanese, we can host you too someday. Like Callie in chat started a couple days ago. Callie learns kanji. Again, you can click on their name, follow them. And let's see, who's streaming right now? Oh, not a lot of Japanese teachers or learners that I know of streaming right now. But yeah, Callie, look at Callie's name. Just said arigato. Click on their name. Follow them. You can learn some Japanese over there too. Ooh, I kind of was curious about this game. Sega Frontier Remastered, a new game of this classic RPG that I don't know that much about. Let's host them. Looks like a Japanese streamer. Pido0520. Japanese streamer. Let's look at this new game in Japanese. Let's host them. Let's raid their channel. Let's start the raid. So I will say, ja! Matane. Japanese Quest will continue. See you next time.